How much longer will you endure the pain and suffering that this country thrushes upon you? Dive down, black men, dive down and dig. Reach up, black man and woman, and turn this nation's knowledge to you. Turn ye around and make a compass of you, everything north, south, east, and west. And just as you bow down to the white man today, other races will then bow down to you because of the superiority of your minds. Let us continue to grow in concerts of ourselves, determined to use our minds. Because if you liberate the minds of men, then ultimately you will liberate the bodies of men. There is no future for a people who deny the past. Brethren, we must use our gifts for the greater good of our own. The Black Star Line. The Black Star Line is our own. And soon we will rejoice in the promised land together.
Welcome back to the show. Mosiah is the first narrative film based on the life of the right excellent Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Now, the lead actors Samuel Lee Fudge, who plays Marcus Garvey, and William Burch, who plays young Marcus, join us now. Welcome to the program, gentlemen.
Thank you, thank you. It's an honor to be here.
What you look like?
Oh my God! You've been looking like Marcus Garvey.
The casting team did an excellent job.
Yes,
sir.
on point, on point.
Did you hear that you look like Marcus Garvey prior to?
Oh yes, all my life, all my life, I've been told I look like Marcus Garvey. So it was. I would like to consider it to be ordained. It was meant to be for me to play Marcus Garvey.
How serendipitous. Look like Marcus Garvey, playing the role of Marcus Garvey. How did it feel to be bestowed with that honor of playing Jamaica's first national hero? And how did you prepare for it?
Oh man, it was surreal. It was surreal the day of, but honestly, since the time I've learned of Marcus Garvey, you know, it's always been my obligation and duty and mission to be able to portray him in a major light. So honestly, I prepared all throughout my life leading up to this point, you know, just studying, learning different methods of Garvey, just learning everything he stood on, his background, you know, history, heritage, everything that led me to this point to now. So honestly, it was definitely surreal finally stepping into that role of Marcus Garvey, but I would be lying if I said that I didn't see it happening for myself.
Definitely. No, William Burch is also on the line. He plays young Marcus Garvey. William, good morning.
Good morning.
All right.
Yeah.
And you too have you have the Marcus Garvey look down pat as well. What did you have to learn about the life of the young Marcus Garvey in order to play him?
What I did, my dad sent me videos. I had to watch a lot of videos and read a lot of articles.
Yeah, and well, how was it for you? What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was like getting up early in the morning.
Yeah.
I have a good reason to do that now.
Nice, nice. And do you have like a favorite Marcus Garvey quote?
Africa for the Africans, for those at home, and for those abroad.
That
nice.
Sounds good. Now, Sam, tell me a little bit about, you know, one of the challenges I think for performing the role of Marcus Samuel is the challenge of there's supposedly audio out there purporting to be Marcus, but then we've heard it's not him. So how did you find his voice and how did you discover his mannerisms? It's not like you're playing the role of somebody who was heavily videoed or recorded. Yeah. Like, how did you chase that persona?
Oh, brother, it was strictly and directly through the words. You know, words come with emotion. Through words, you can detect intention. You know, his words, which will live forever. regardless of me playing them or if there being audio, his words will remain forever. And through his words, you can, conclude, hey, this is a guy who was fierce. This is a guy who means what he says, just through his vernacular, his vocabulary. And so through his words, I was able to put together a performance, and based off of also interviews, the stuff that was out there that I did come across, I added those things together with the words, but solely and strongly through the words. He gave me, like I said, I felt like it was ordained to be. I feel like he gave me a blueprint through his words, how he wanted to be portrayed when that time came.
Yes.
And yeah, so definitely through the words. Absolutely.
And what kind of feedback have you received about the film?
All positive, definitely. There's so many people who've oh my God, they had this revamped a burst of new formed energy for just rising for the cause, rising for Black people, just in general. Just recently, we were in Detroit where the film screened, and seeing UNIA members collaboratively congregate together for the cause of the film, it was just so, surreal, and it's surreal again, but also just so, oh my God, just gratifying. Everyone just had great things to say about the film. People had great things to say about the content, the way that we portrayed the most honorable. People had great responses to the storyline, everything. It was just positive ways. It surpasses my expectations, honestly. Just great feedback, all in all.
And so what would you say finally to persons who are contemplating seeing the movie in Jamaica, and and how are you anticipating persons' response when they see the movie in Jamaica?
What I would tell anybody, you must, if you don't know who Marcus Garvey is or what his legacy was, or continuously being, you have to educate yourself. You have to. It's through Marcus Garvey that you are able to enlighten yourself on your own heritage and own culture, and then also know your purpose. Where your purpose lies within this universe and within society as well. Especially if you are a one of color. Marcus Garvey just taught us so much, and man, it's crazy because even still today, there's so many people who don't know of the legacy of Marcus Garvey, but I can only imagine, how their way of thinking or how their way of maneuvering through a society that doesn't teach you, but it teaches you to be more reliable upon other people. So, learning about Marcus Garvey will teach you self-sufficiency, self-reliance, every single thing. So if you're one that is interested, whether in Jamaica, in the States, whether in freaking Jupiter or Mars, if you are one who is interested in your own self-development and self-growth and self-sufficiency amongst yourself and for your people and the ones around you, then you have to educate yourself on Marcus Garvey.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Very well articulated. Thank you.
Very well said. Very well said. Thank you very much, guys. And great job with the movie. We look forward to it hitting theaters here in Jamaica. Well,
all right, nice. And that's why I love Marcus Garvey.
Yeah.
As I said, the self-reliance, and thanks to William as well, right? Young Marcus. And I love Marcus Garvey because of the self-reliance, right?
Yeah, man.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah, that is true.
Fight for what you want.
That is true.
Be your own superhero,
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
That is true.
Yeah, man.
That is
Love
true.
that.